Okay, here's our next way to solve systems of equation, and this is called substitution. Take a minute, pause the video, copy this down, and then come back. Okay, so step one is get a variable alone. And these actually work best when we already have one variable alone. So on this one, you'll notice that I already have this y all alone on this side. So this is already set up to be easy to do substitution with. And it says substitute in to the other one. So I take the other one, whichever one I chose, I like to circle it there, and then I'm going to use the other one. So this is the one I'm going to use. And what I do is I take out the y that I had there, I take this out, and I like to just put a little box there where I took it out. So here's how I do it. I do 7x plus 9, put a box, equals negative 32. And then I'm going to take whatever the y was equal to, and that's what I'm going to plug in right here. So I'm going to plug in the 5x plus 8. And when I plug it in, I have to put parentheses here because I'm going to have to distribute this part. Now the next step is just solve. So I'm going to distribute this, 7x plus 45x plus 72 equals negative 32. Now I can combine these like terms on this side, and I get 52x plus 72 equals negative 32. Then I can minus the 72. So this cancels, and I get 52 equals 104. Then divide by 52. This cancels, and I get x equals 2. So that was step 3, solve. Now step 4 says plug in to get a whole point. Just like we saw yesterday, the point, the solution is the point where they cross. So I need the answer to be in the form of a point. So I'm going to plug this back in, and the easiest place to plug it back in is back where I started. This one is the one that's easy to plug into. So I'm going to plug into that one. And I'm putting x in, 2 in for x in this one right here. So I have y equals 5. X is going to be 2 plus 8. 5 times 2 is 10 plus 8 is 18. And my solution is 2, 18. Okay, let's do this other one. I already have this one alone, so I'm going to plug this one in right here for this space. So I'm going to write this second one out. This is the one I'm going to write out. And I'm going to leave a box where the v goes. 9u plus 2, leave a space, equals 3. And in this space, I'm going to put in this part right here. So I'm going to plug in this part right here, goes right there, in parentheses, 2 minus 6u. Then I'm going to distribute this. We're now on the solve step. I'm going to distribute 9u plus 4 minus 2 times 6 is 12u equals 3. I'm going to combine my like terms, which are the u's. 9u minus 12u is negative 3u plus 4 equals 3 minus 4. Negative 3u equals negative 1. Divide by u. Divide by negative 3. This cancels, and I get u equals negative 1 over negative 3 is 1/3. It's okay to get a fraction. That's not a problem. Now I have my last step, plug it in to get my point. So I'm going to remember, I'm going to plug it in to my first equation up here. So I've got v equals 2 minus 6, and then u is going to be 1/3. And this isn't as bad as it looks. 6 divided by 3 is 2. So what I'm doing in my head is 6 divided by 3 is 2. So this part right here is just 2. And I have 2 minus 2 gives me 0. So my point is, if my point is uv, my point is 1/3 is u, and v is 0. And there's my solution. All right, we've got 2 more examples for you. take a second, copy these down, and then we'll do them together. Okay. So step 1, this one's already by itself. So I'm going to plug this in right here in this one. So I'm going to write this down, negative 20d plus 2, leave a space, equals 3. And where the c was, I'm going to put in the 10d. And this time there's not two things, so I don't have to distribute. But what I get is negative 20d, and I do multiply those, plus 20d equals 3. Combine like terms, negative 20 plus 20 gives me 0. When I get something like this, is 0 equal to 3? This right here is never true. When I get something that's never true, my answer is no solution. If you get something that's never true, like 0 equal to 3, that's not true. Your answer is no solution. All right, this one. This is already alone, so I'm going to plug this in where the y is. So I'm going to write this over, 5, leave a space, minus 20z equals 45. And then I'm going to take this part and I'm going to plug it in here. So I have 4z plus 9. I'm going to distribute 20z plus 45 minus 20z equals 45. Combine my like terms, which are these two. 20z and negative 20z is 0, and I get 45 equals 45. If I get something like this that is true, always true, it's always true that 45 is equal to 45, then my answer is infinitely many solutions.